Hey, I'm Jim Richards, Impact Ministries. You know what? I live in the South. I live in the chauvinistic area of the United States. Grew up chauvinist. I was a redneck. Grew up in the South, chauvinist. But you know, one day I looked around at my life and I realized, you know something? Almost everything I know about how to have a great life, I learned from a woman. Man, you know, I always tell people, my sister, when I was a child, she taught me how to read, write, add, subtract, multiply, and divide before I ever had one day in school. She taught me that I could learn. You know, I look at my mom. My mom lived in horrible circumstances, horrible situations, and yet she showed me and modeled to me how to always have a good attitude and how to never be a quitter and how to never be a complainer, but always keep yourself focused on and expect it to a good outcome. I look at, of course, my wife. Man, my wife has been such an incredible influence on me. I would not be the man I am today without the influence that I've had from my wife. And then the fact that I got 6 daughters, man alive, and they constantly help me see the world from a whole new perspective. So, you know, I look back and I think, how could I have been a chauvinist growing up with all the positive influences in my life, you know, being women? Well, it's just because it was my culture, but thank God I pulled out of that a long time ago. And so I began to realize that, you see, God has names that represent masculine attributes, and God has names that represent feminine attributes, you know, gentleness and kindness and mercy and nurturing. And then you got the masculine over here of teaching and leading and bringing responsibility. But you got to have both sides or you really don't see God as he really is. And then I came to realize that man was created in the likeness of God, which meant that man originally had both of those kinds of strengths. And then God created woman out of man, which meant man needs woman if he's going to have a healthy, holistic understanding and view of life. I want to tell you something. There's nothing as enjoyable and as liberating in my life as enjoying my wife and what she brings to my life and enjoying my daughters and learning how they see life different than I do. I'm telling you, this is just incredible to every day be able to wake up and appreciate the women in your life. So I want to tell you something. I have got a message. Actually, I call this message, you know, developing really the ideal or the perfect business plan, but it's really more about the life plan. Because I'm talking to you about how to have a success that permeates your whole family, affects everything in a positive way, doesn't hurt your marriage, your relationship, your family, and all those kinds of things. And it only happens when husbands and wives have a mutual respect and understanding and value for each other. So if you'll click below and subscribe to my YouTube channel this Thursday, I'm going to pop you an email with a link to a short message that's going to take you on a journey that's going to make you have more value for your wife and your mother, the women in your life, than you ever imagined that you could. But more than that, it's going to help you come together and become a team that creates an incredible life plan that always works. So listen, be sure and click below, and I'll talk to you this Thursday.